cappuccino! And as you can see, we have some packages to unbox. And yeah, I remember saying I would never do such a big haul again, but you guys seem to like it. That's what I accumulate over the last few months. So let's do it all in one go, because I'm already sweating bucks in water. Okay, now I've moved the boxes out of the way and we'll start with the unboxing. And I chose the smallest first. And the small box contains these two of one of Good Smile's recent new line, the Hello Good Smile, the 009 and 010, which is Chocola and Vanilla from Nekopara. So let's read these two cuties. And here we have them. Look at them. They are so adorable. First up, we have Chocola with her tilted head. I love that you can tilt the head. And Vanilla obviously can do the same. Quality wise, they are quite okay for such a small figure. My Chocola is better than my Vanilla, because Vanilla has some scratches on her or some paint transfer on her bangs. And the front of the dress is also dirty, but otherwise they're both really cute, adorable. I love the expression. I don't know why they didn't give Vanilla the same cat mouth as they did for Chocola. And personally, I pre-ordered them really late because actually I wasn't sure if I wanted to get them or not. But then I saw someone on my figure collection who posted the Nekopara girls of Flair with these two together. And I fell in love because they look so cute next to their bigger version. And honestly, I don't regret it. They are super adorable. I love the symmetrical form that they come in. Although I have to say, their big hands and arms are really disgusting, kind of. I don't know, because they start small and then they get so big. It's kind of disturbing, but otherwise they are really cute. I wish they would have done it like with the legs going big and then smaller. But it's the way they are designed. It's okay. They're quite affordable. So personally, I love these two. I don't know how the other ones with these open mouths will look like, if it will distract from it, but because these two have the closed mouth and they are pretty cute. I really love them. They have enough detail. They have these big bows at the back. They're little bows in pigtails, and I'm happy. Okay, next to the AmiAmi package that I received, this big box, as one of my surface mails, so I'm happy that I'm finally getting my surface mails in. So I have no idea which month it was again, but this is the card of the AmiAmi package, which shows Amiko, and I have no idea how the blue-haired girl was called again, as Nekogirl, which is really adorable. So I really love this card. It's maybe April or March, I can't exactly say. And in it we have some different goodies, but I don't even know where to start. Maybe we will start with this mystery package that I received. And if you look at the top, you can see what focus now. It's a cup, my second cup, shipped via service mail, and it arrived unbroken. It's from the series of Tanuki and Kitsune, and I wanted something from it for so long, but they always sell out so fast. So this time I didn't hesitate and pre-ordered this beautiful mug of their childhood memory line. And it's a crystal cup, I think this is called. I love new cups, and I'm so happy with this one. The design is ultra cute. It's so adorable. And if you thought this was the only Tanuki and Kitsune merch, then you're wrong. Because I got 3 more of it. And this time these are magnets. Wooden magnets of Kitsune, of Tanuki, and of both of them together. Which is so adorable. I love it. Look at them, the Kitsune tilting his head, the Tanuki with the flowers and the big bag on his back, and them both together with the Kitsune stuffing mochi balls into his head and saying Haru. And of course I got even more because I almost am late for all the other ties. And I got this little tin batch with the other design, which they sold as Childhood Memories cup, which is also super adorable. And the most funny part is this is a magnet. In the box is soap, and I'm sorry that you can't smell it, but it smells absolutely gorgeous. No, it smells really not delicious, but it's a nice smell. And you got 3 of them, but they're so tiny. I wish they would have. I thought when I read that there will be soap in it, that it will be a big chunk of it, but no, these are 3 little soaps. So anyway, it's adorable. And I love Tanuki and Kitsune merch. And I'm happy that I could finally scratch this itch to get something from it. Yay, they are so cute. So it's important to stay hydrated in this heat. So sorry. Okay, moving along. I got another figure. But it's a small Shiba Inu figure. Look at his squishy face. If the camera will focus, yeah, there he is. Look at him. He's on a leash, sitting and doesn't want to move even one paw further. I love it. I have way too little Shiba merch, and now I've got the little Shiba figure. Look, it's supposed to be like this. You pull him and he doesn't want to move. Personally, I never experienced something like this with my Shiba, but it's quite common. You see a lot of memes and videos on Instagram or YouTube where Shibas are doing exactly that, refusing to go further and showing this squishy face. So it's so adorable. I love it. Now I have a little Shiba next to my big one. He's such a cutie. And it came packaged really interestingly, like a resin figure. I think it's even a resin. It's from JXK, at least that says on his belly. And as you saw right now, it's a male Shiba. And he comes with a second headband, and you had to put everything on it yourself. So you can choose your option how you want to display him, with this headband or without it, with the neck tee or without the neck tee. But I decided to do this, and I will give it my bunny girl into the hand, which will look like she's walking with him and he doesn't want to anymore. He's really adorable. So yeah, what I was saying, JXK packaged him really well in a foam box, like some resin figures tend to come in. And at first I was like, what is it? What did I order this? Because it's just a black box and nothing on it. And I was like, what is this? I was so confused. Moving along, I got some acrylic stands, and we will start with the Tokyo Revengermon, the Mikey Sano, Manjiro Sano, and he looks really good in this style. Really love him. Yeah, another merch to my Tokyo Revengers. He's pretty small, but it's fine. So yeah, that's that. That's why this AmiAmi box was so big, because honestly, there were only small figures in it and a lot of merch. But I also got another Wallscroll, which made the whole box so big. Otherwise, this was half empty, and they could probably put it in a maybe smaller box, but because of this Wallscroll, it was a 140 size. But anyway, here it is. Look at this beauty. It's a Nekogirl. Of course it is. How could I not get a Nekogirl Wallscroll? And it's in loungewear, and she also got a coffee like my last one, and she wears cat shoes, cat slippers, and she has a little plushie which is also a cat, and these colors, and oh, she's so cute. She's so adorable. I love this Wallscroll. I have no idea where I should put it, because the string is way smaller than the other one, so I can't hang it on a door or somewhere. So I will have to figure out where I will now put her, so that I can see her every day. Maybe behind my television, maybe not. We will see. But anyway, this is gorgeous. After seeing a bit more merch, why not jump into one of my bigger figures? And it's a premiere for me, because I got my very first Skytube figure, which I was anticipating for so long, because it's one of Meteoro's artwork. And here she is. It's Tenshi-chan. Look at her. She is such a stunner. Like, ooh. So she's produced by Skytube Alphamax, a 1/6 scale, made by Meteoro, and like it's typical for Skytube figure, she comes with a postcard of her art. So you can see what Meteoro drew, and then the figure next to it, and I have to say, she is spot on. I love the squish of her nurse dress into her boobs. I don't even know where to start with her. So first off, we will start with the base, which has a beautiful design of a cross with wings and a heart in it, which says Angelic Nurse. And then we have some cursive letters on both sides. Interestingly, one side is of Germany, which I can read, obviously, and it just roughly translates, I say to you, friend, it helps with true whatever. And the other side is just gibberish. I do think it's also German, but they twisted the letters, like they printed it on mirrored and back to forth. So a double mirror, so I can't really read anything. I do know that there's one article there about that, but that's everything. I do think it's also Germany, but because it's double mirrored, printed on it, I can't read anything. Maybe someone knows it, what's supposed to be this. But it's funny that one side is German, and I think the other one will also be German, but they just misprinted it, I think. Other than this, the figure has no flaw. Like, really no flaw. Her beautiful red painted shoes have a nice shading on them. We have real stockings over her legs with a really nice pinkish hoop to it, or with a really nice pink shading to it. We have the garter bells, which are so stunning in this pink and pearlescent paint. Then we have her actual dress, which has a pearlescent finish on it. Otherwise, the shading is rather minimal, but hugs her body perfectly. Her stomach is amazing. We have red underwear, which has some really cute roses in front of it sculpted. They look amazing. Then we have her obviously full bosom breasts, which are squished by her tight top, which she holds in one hand and the other. And obviously, because it's a Skytube figure, everything comes apart. So I had to take everything off, which was really creepy because I had to remove every single extremity of her. Both of her hands come off, her breasts come off, her head comes off, her legs come off, both of them, which was really creepy, having just the torso and nothing else in your hand. The really interesting part is where the garter belts are really stick into her leg. So they are really small pegs, so be careful when you assemble her that you don't mess with these pegs. And they are also hold, the dress also hold below her breasts in the torso, which makes it a shame because you have, even if you cast her off, you will have to leave the dress on because there's a really big gaping hole underneath her breasts, which can't be hidden with her other bust size, which is obviously naked. So that's the downside of her cast off features. But otherwise, I looked at the other breasts, they look fine. Really nice detail. Also her lady bits look really fine too. I would say they're way too open for this kind of pose. Otherwise, her anatomical details on the back with a little creases of her fat rolls and some back dimples, and her spine are beautifully sculpted. I really love this. Also love the details of her hands, how filigrane they are sculpted. Her stomach and belly button is done beautifully. I really love this. I love the squish of her tight and the expression. They nailed her expression. The expression is so spot on. The colors of her eyes are beautiful in this blue, purple, greenish color. She has a light touch of blush, an open mouth with sculpted teeth, which look so good. Really pointy, nice, curly hair in these side buns. And interestingly, her hair, and I don't know if my camera will pick this up, but her hair has also a pearlescent finish, which makes it shine really nicely in the light. Also really nice shading on the hair. Everything is in prime condition. A feature which I hadn't in any other figure before is the magnetic part of her little nurse head, which is so adorable. It's a really nice magnet. They did an amazing sculpt job even on this little head. And let's talk about these amazing wings. They are stunning. Every feather was separately sculpted. We have some nice paintbrush on the tips of it in a more yellow color. And also we have here the pearlescent finish, which I think is not for everyone, but I think it really works with this figure. So I'm personally really happy with it because she looks amazing. And I have to say, the pictures are not doing her justice. She looks so good. I'm so sad that I don't like her sister figure, which is a little devil, but her pose is so awkward. So yeah, I'm happy with just her, and I can't wait for more Matero figures and for more Skytube figures because they are amazing. She is a 10 out of 10. If a small one, 6, sadly, but worth every penny. And I got her from a local store, so that's why I'm so late. Anyway, I'm happy to wait for her. She is amazing. and all the little details on her garter belts, like they are attached to her dress with some band-aids, and yeah, I just really am happy with her, especially with her spot-on expression. And of course, I can't have a haul without Onmyoji now, can we? I'm Onmyoji soon. So I got a lot of acrylic stands, because why not? First up, I have these two cuties from the childhood line of Reforged Onigiri, eating an onigiri, and Kaibutsu fishing some fish. They are both so adorable. I think they're from the series where they are childs, from the kindergarten series of the Onmyoji, and they are really, really big. They're way bigger as my Mikey acrylic. And I also have to say, they are really good protected. You have to remove the plastic, a sticky kind of plastic from them, so they are good protected, and that's not the case with the Mikey acrylic, which has no protection on it. So high quality acrylic stands. They're also really thick. I love this. And I got some more acrylic stands. And of course, how can I not get something from Otakumaru? It's this gigantic acrylic stand of Otakumaru in one of his skins. I'm not exactly sure which skin this is, but he looks damn fine with this moon, which is a separate piece. If you take a look at this side, you see there are 4 different acrylic pieces. There's the Torii gates. I love Torii gates. Look amazing. And we have his name, which is kinda protruding from the base, which is kind of weird, like they misshaped one of the holes, which obviously says Otakumaru at the end of it. And it's ginormous and beautiful and a real masterpiece. And I not only got him, but I also got another one from this line, because there were 3 different, and I chose Shiranui in this beautiful skin. Again, we have different layers with her name at the bottom, her in front of this beautiful background, and also she's the same height as Otakumaru. They are ginormous, and I love them because this is such beautiful artwork. So how can I not love them? Amazing! And if you think this was everything from Onmyoji, then you're wrong. Obviously I got more. How could I not get more? And I got a keychain, which was a little fox guy. I don't know his name right now anymore. I will put it down here somewhere. But sadly, he has a little drop or like orb on his side, which broke tip. Oh, that sucks. But otherwise he's still fine, and he looks adorable because he's a little fox guy. It's so cute. I'm so sad that it broke, and I don't know if I broke it or if it broke while traveling, because when I first got it out I didn't notice it and only saw it at the second, so I could have broken it or it was already broken. I'm not exactly sure. But nothing which glue will not fix anyway. And last but not least, I got a super cute Onmyoji figure, which is of Hakuso, and it's the tea party version of these as they were child, again from this childhood line, I think, and he's pre-assembled. Absolutely adorable, making me regret not getting more of them. What should I say? It's my fault. I could have gotten more of them, but I just chose him because, again, he's a little fox guy. I love foxes. And he's so adorable. Reminds me of Alice in Wonderland with the tea party. He has a little teacup in his hand and a heart on his trousers, and Oh, it's so adorable. Like all the details. His face is perfect. His mouth, his little fluff tail, the fluffy ears. And he's standing on this chair. And there are some minor paint flaws on the chair and stuff like this, but otherwise such an amazing quality. And another cute little piece from my collection of Onmyoji, and he came in the sweetest little box ever. Look at this. So adorable, and I really wish I would have gotten more of them, but one is fine enough. It's my own fault for thinking I'm happy with just one mini Onmyoji figure and not getting more of them. So here's a tea party with himself, sadly signed. I messed up and didn't get him any friends for his tea party, because then I think you could have put them all together and they would have looked so adorable. Anyway, we are nearly done. We have one figure left, which blew me away. Like nearly everything from this haul, and I hope you will like her as much as I do. It's Pelecanus 1/7 scale by Luminous box. Oh, yo, take a look at her. She is amazing in so many different ways. And I did a little bit of the unboxing and assembly of this figure because there are no assembly structures. Have you ever seen this? This is not an easy piece. Like there's nothing comes attached. Everything has to be put together. So I thought I would film it for you, and we will start again with the base. It's a normal plastic base, but it has so many intricate details sculpted in, which you can really feel when you go with your fingers over it. It's amazing. We have a small shading gradient or color gradient, a light middle and going darker to the side. Moving on our first piece that had to be attached or could be attached is this seat, which is stunning, beautifully sculpted with roses and this velvet red plush cushion on top where she will sit on. It's really amazing. It's really light. It's not a heavy piece. Really light in its design and has nice shading on the top of the seat. And you plug it in like so. Moving on, the next piece that gets attached is this eerie looking lamp, which has a really nice weathering, shading, sculpting, scratching. I have no idea what kind of method they used, and I'm not really knowledgeable about the different painting methods. So anyway, it's really solid at the base, but as you go up we have a lot of sculpted details, a lot of folds, a lot of wrinkled, moving forms, and this makes it kind of wobbly. As you will later see, it wobbles around a lot, and it finishes in these 4 skulls, which are done amazing. These are sculpted amazing. We have a nice paint in it in the right space, which makes them look really old, and atop of their head we have this candle, which has never been lightened up. Anyway, it's wobbling around quite a bit because it's not stable in itself, so be careful when you move it around. Following along, we have her wings. She's called the Pelecanus, and here we have her wings for both sides, but from a biological, anatomical standpoint, this is not correct. These are wings of a bat, but not of a bird. And the way they are designed, they are missing some pieces between the radius and the phalanx, or the different fingers. So they are missing the middle hand, and no bird wing looks like this because they are especially morphed. So this is maybe a bat wing, but not a pelican. which is funny. But oh well, not everyone knows the biology of birds, I think, so they will not notice it. Coming to the piece of resistance, take a look at her. Amazing. I don't even know where to start. So let's go from her shoes with these golden roses at the top, this really tiny here, these amazing shaded purple heels, which are so beautiful. She has very nice ankles. These legs, I love these legs. I think these are my most favorite legs that I've seen on any figure. Like really, they put so much detail really into the physics, how the legs work, how the muscles will distribute with certain poses, because this is art. You see bulges of muscle tissue which would be normally exactly like this, especially when you look from at the other side where her leg gets another, her thigh gets another bulge, which is totally realistic. Her ass is fantastic. It's the most beautiful ass I've ever seen. I really love these legs. Her feet have really nice sculpted toes, which are not separately. We have her fingers, which are done really beautifully. She even has nails, but no nail polish, which is kind of sad. Again, how the muscles move on her arms are amazing. So anatomical wise, this figure is perfection. I'm so sad that they messed up her wings in this way, because otherwise all these details on her anatomic is really top notch. I've not seen a better figure yet. She takes the cake. Her dress is really in this really nice matte finish with purple down to her little clear plastic bow and a lot of ruffles and folds, and again, perfect. And then we have her back and front cleavage in this clear plastic with a blue golden skeleton inside, which looks really nice. I hope my camera can pick it up a little bit. And we still have anatomical details where her wings go in with her shoulder blades, her spine, and also her clavicles in front. Just amazing. I love how they've done this transition. They even spray painted a little bit of her skin tone into these sections where they're meeting. It's stunning, really stunning. And moving up, because the face is always the most important thing, this is fantastic. 1-to-1, like the prototype. The only downside at first I was like, her hair color is way darker, way purpler than they showed on her prototype pictures. But only in the box. Now that I have her in the hand, I still think it looks fine. It's still really light and has some nice dark shading in the different strands, which are done also really nicely, because we have a lot of single strands sculpted, a lot of pointy edges. Her hair is swept to the side, and it's done really amazing, especially the shading in it. I love the shading. We have darker tips and a lighter top. And I have to say, this is the first figure where I saw sculpted eyelashes, and I saw pictures of it and I thought, this looks weird, but in reality it looks super fun. Super amazing. This gives her more of a real look. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it correctly, but she looks so much more realistic, so much more real when you look at her with these sculpted, nicely done eyelashes, and I think it works. and pictures don't do her justice. She also has really nice shading in her eyes, which are red. Her mouth is a little bit strange for some people, I think, but it's okay. I'm not displeased with her. And on top of her head, we also have her hairpiece, which is supposed to be the head of the pelican. It has a really strong golden paint with blue paint, metallic blue paint in it, and makes it pop quite a bit. But because you usually look at her like this, you don't notice it too much. But if you turn it around, it really sticks out like a sore thumb, because it's such a contrast to her wings and to everything. Yeah, it can distract a little bit. And you have to be careful with the one shoe that she is holding. Don't move it around too much, or otherwise I think she could break. And she also got pointy, cute pointy little ears, just to say this. I will give her a 10 out of 10. She's from Luminous box, a Chinese company, so she's not allowed on NFC. But if you want to purchase her, I highly recommend her. She is stunning. So I think you can trust Luminous box. You can trust them because they are doing an amazing sculpt jobs. They are really thinking about how muscles move under your skin, how it would look in certain poses. And she's a 1.7 and has an amazing size to her, in my opinion. Like, she looks really good, even next to a 1.6 figure. So I will put her here. Yeah, her base is a little bit wide, so you have to take that into mind if you have little space and maybe this is not the figure for you. But otherwise, stunning, stunning, stunning. I can't say anything else because she's so ooh. And with that, we are finished for this haul. And as you already saw in the title, I will not name them after months anymore, because at the end of the day, I get my stuff late, be it from local stores. Again, I also got her from a local store, or be it from AmiAmi because I send it via Surface Mail, and at the end of the day I would have to check which was the one, which month, and I'm kinda lazy. So it's just a haul. I will do different things in between, and I will catch you in my next video. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for staying with me. Usually I sometimes take more than a week to publish something new, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I will catch you in the next one. Please tell me what was your favorite thing of this haul, or what are you getting next. I'm really interested in this. And until then, bye bye.